just quick and brief. I want to stay in. Is this good right here? Fine. I like to move around sometimes too, but I don't like the middle. Okay, so let's get started. So I want to start off with a little portion of our big idea talk. Every time new patients come into our practice, there's one requirement I request of them, and that's to attend our big idea talk. It's very important. I do feel it helps in their understanding of our type of work that we do and how we get them well. So it's entitled Big Idea Talk. I'm obviously not, I don't have enough time to go over it during this talk, but we're going to go over a few important slides. One of the questions I ask of every single one of my patients that's starting their care is, what do you want in life? What do you want out of me as your doctor? Some people come in because of pain. They're motivated by some kind of condition or pain. But really, that's not the true reason why they're wanting to get well. Because of what reason? What is a condition or a chronic pain condition? How does it relate, or how does it change how they live? Do you think, true or false, does it affect how they relate with their family and their children? Yes. And maybe their job. People have lost their job because of a health condition. So that's really the reason. If it was only because of pain, then they could just drink a whole bottle of tequila. Right?
Or a red wine.
Or a red wine, right? But that doesn't make sense. I mean, you could drink a whole bottle of tequila and just feel nothing, but then that's not a permanent solution, right? Because the next day you're probably going to feel worse, or you're still going to have the same condition. So that's one question I ask them. What do you want out of me as your doctor? Now, a lot of doctors don't ask their patients that. They want their lives back. They want to be able to function like a normal human being. Let's go on here. So what is health? I really want to drive into my patients their mindset. Okay, look, it's not about getting you out of the pain. It's about getting your body functioning better so we can get you healthier. Do you guys see that stat the Washington Post yesterday just came out with? 129 million Americans are basically under the age of 65 or have a pre-existing health condition. You guys heard of that? That came out yesterday. So basically they're saying if the health coverage, or if it keeps going the way it is, our health crisis, that half our country can't get health insurance because they have a pre-existing condition. Pretty interesting. So we a sick or healthier society?
Sick.
We're sick, and we're getting sicker. So I am healthy. Common response I ask my patients is if common response is feeling good. No symptoms equals health. Is this true statement or false statement? Give me one condition where if you're feeling good, but you may have a condition growing in your body. One condition.
Hypertension.
Yeah, hypertension, heart disease. What's another major killer?
Cancer.
Right? You can feel great. All of a sudden, doctor, well, I have a little lump. Doctor says, you have terminal cancer, you have 2 months to live. But wait a minute, doc, I just felt great the day before. So this is a false statement. But unfortunately, the most of our country lives this lifestyle. Let's really get into the definition of health. There's 2 major definitions that we teach our patients. Health is a state of optimal mental, physical, and social well-being. Social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmities. That's from Dorland's Medical Dictionary. Webster's Dictionary states health is a condition of wholeness in which all the organs are functioning at 100% of the time. Right? Does that mean my heart should function at 40 or 30%? My stomach at 20? No. Every single thing, every single part of your body, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything should be functioning at 100% all the time. This is called a function-based model. Function means 100% function. You should be in 100% health. Right? That makes sense. So I want to teach my patients basically basic physiology. Now, chiropractic school is about 3.5 to 4 years long. Then you have prereqs, undergrads to get into chiropractic school. But I'm going to tell you, all of you guys, that most of you know this answer. You know a lot. What controls the body? What controls and regulates everything in the body?
The brain.
The mind, right? What else? What's that called? This?
Brain.
Nervous system.
Central nervous system. Okay. And there's a very, very specific part that many of you left out.
The axis and the...
Yeah, we'll get there. So this is the nervous system. We have the brain, we have the spinal cord, and this is called the peripheral nerves, or your wires. How I teach my patients is this. Computer cable wires. That's how simple. Now, you guys see what happened, the unfortunate thing with the U.S. representative, correct? She was shot in the back of the head. It went through basically her head, but she's still living. How is that possible? It didn't get what part of the spinal cord? There's a very, very specific portion of the brain that she did not get injured. That's the brain stem, where basically the brain becomes the spinal cord. That's right at this level, that upper level. And more than likely, she's going to make a good recovery because that injury was not, it did not slice through the brain stem where the brain becomes the body. And that's what we teach our patients, that you can have a major, major insult or an injury at the top portion here, but still survive and still live. But if this part of the neck gets injured or fractured or very, very severely injured, then you could potentially die, because that is what controls every single function and organ in the body. So real quick, I want you guys to picture this moment. Close your eyes for a second. Okay, now you can open, that's fine. A schoolroom, right? A whole class full of second graders, right? That's pretty crazy. So let's say 30 students, and then the teacher all of a sudden leaves the classroom. What happens to the kids? They get kind of crazy. What'd you say? Chaos. That's exactly right. So think of this. The teacher is the brain and the brainstem and the nervous system. If that gets checked out, the body and the cell just kind of goes into chaos. Now what happens if the teacher comes back into the room? They just settle down. So that's basically what happens. Now, here's what happens in our office. We have the brain here. The brain sends signals down one set of wires to the tissue cells. If we have a disruption in this communication system, then you have chaos. Wow.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right. So our goal is to fix the chaos in the body, right? So chaos in the body in these certain organs could be these types of conditions. Right? Chaos in the lungs could be named as asthma. Chaos with the heart could be high blood pressure. Does that make sense? So our goal in our office is to close the safety fit, or to close and fix that cycle. And where we address is the upper cervical spine and the brainstem. So my question to you is, who do you know that have these conditions? Because if they have not found a solution for these conditions, then it may be a fuse box problem. Does that make sense? Because the fuse box is the brainstem. It has to be. So you come home at night, right? You come home, you turn on the light switches in your living room, and none of the lights come on. What do you think about?
I didn't think about wiring.
Yeah, wiring, right? But you go in the living room and the kitchen, you say, wow, all these switches are off. Do you start counting all the light bulbs in the rooms?
No.
You think, hey, it must be a fuse box, right? It would be ludicrous, right, or crazy just to go and check every single light bulb. So why is it different than when you go to your doctor, then you have a knee problem, you have a stomach problem, you have headaches, that the doctor isn't saying, well, hey, let's check the system first. It's the same scenario. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's the same scenario. So let's get to the fuse box. If it is a true fuse box problem, let's click it back on and get the body functioning. Are we all done? Wow, that's so fast.
You're in your question time, so.
All right. So one question. Any question? We'll wrap it up.
Great presentation.
Okay, I want to cram in so much information, you guys, that I can. So thank you, Don. All right, Matt, let's roll. Next presenter, please. Thank you.